Tonight we're going to make some bacon corn chowder. I've got my pot preheated. I'm going to put a little bit of oil down there. And we're going to start with 3 slices of bacon that I diced. The recipe called for 6, and I thought that was way too much. So I lowered it to 3, but I'm thinking 2 might have worked. Anyway, I'm going to add it. I have a cup of celery, but that's how much my celery stock was, and I will go cut another one. And the same amount of onions, which I already had cut in the refrigerator. And we are just going to let this cook, stir it around every little bit until that bacon is done. While that is cooking, I'm going to take this small potato, peel it, and dice it. Okay, the bacon is done, and of course the vegetables got tender at the same time. Now I have that potato, and I diced it small. I'm going to add that in with 1 cup of water. I see a potato that didn't get cut. You see it? Where'd it go? See it right there? Oh, it's just going to, that'll be the prize. We want to put a lid on this. We're going to let it, well, maybe we'll let it come up to the boil first. How about that? Let it come up to the boil. Then we're going to put a lid on it and simmer it. However long it takes those little potatoes to get done. Everybody's time's going to be different depending on what size you cut your potatoes. Okay, it is boiling. So now we'll put the lid on and reduce the heat and simmer it until those potatoes are done. All my water evaporated while I was cooking these potatoes down. So I went ahead and added another ½ a cup of water to it. You can kind of gauge how yours does, but I thought it needed more water before we add in the milk. It just seemed like it did. So, where's my milk? Hold on. We want to add 1 cup of milk, and I'm using skim milk. 1 can of creamed corn. And then ½ a teaspoon of salt and a ¼ teaspoon of garlic powder. And we are just going to let that simmer through until it's everything is good and hot. Here's our bacon corn chowder. It is heated through. You can see it's got a lot of solids in it. Now I tasted it because I can have the soup part, and it tastes very oniony to me. So I'm waiting. David will be the judge of it because this is supper. You might want to hold back on the onions, which I didn't think it was that much, but I could taste them over everything else. And also, if you want a thicker chowder, you could use whole milk or half and half. Maybe you could thicken this up with some cornstarch and water, which I may do, just to be honest with you. Hold on, let's see what we can do. Okay, I have 1 tablespoon of water to 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and we'll see if that helps a little bit. Yeah, that will do it. It might be because I added that little ½ a cup of water, but I don't know. I think that'll do. So at the end, you can thicken it up with cornstarch and water just like I did. So anyway, you know how I think it tastes. And I can't take a full bite to get the corn and all that in it. So I'll put on the screen at the end what David thought. So that'll do it for me. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on my next one.